back to my channel. Today we created this eye makeup using Buxom's Ash K Holm palette. So if you want to see how I achieved this look, then please keep on watching. So today we're going to do a second look using this palette, the Buxom Ash K Holm palette. And you can still get this on Target. I did check to make sure. You guys voted on it in a poll that I posted on my Instagram. Please follow me there. I do a lot of polls there. So this is what the palette looks like right here. And I'm going to use this color today. I don't do a lot of blue looks, so I was thinking of doing like a blue smoky eye. There's this picture that I found on Pinterest, so that's going to be like kind of my inspiration. So we'll see what I come up with. I will have a Pinterest board down below so you guys can see where all the products that I use in this video today there. None of my links are affiliated links. I do not make any money off of that. I just like to create these boards on my Pinterest so you guys can just get right there and say, what does she use? And then you can see it and you can click on it and just find where to shop for it. Okay, so I wanted to get that out. So let's get our base on the eyelids. As you know, using the MAC Pink Pot and laying low. I use this all the time because I am out of my Fenty eyeshadow primer, which is an excellent primer. Thinking of getting one maybe when the VIB sale comes. So we're gonna go in with the Precision Flat P80. You guys already know. This is the brush that I like to use for applying this base and my mirror. So I'm just gonna do a little bit on this eye, a little bit on that eye, and then just blend it all out. And I'm really enjoying this palette. I think it's a really nice palette. I wish I had used it sooner because I've actually had it for quite some time. I did purchase it when it first came out, but it was sitting in my makeup drawer and I was not using it. So for those of you who like neutrals and you want like a couple pops of color, I think this is a really good palette. The eyeshadow quality is very, very nice. I think this is my first time using Buxom, what's that called? Buxom eyeshadows. I don't think, I've never used any of them. So I'm gonna go in with a blending brush with some powder. I'm gonna use today this little teeny tiny Charlotte Tilbury. I got this a long time ago and this is shade number 2. It is so tiny. I got this in Sephora, you know, when they do the incentive thing, how tiny it's like the size of an eyeshadow. So I thought I'd try this again because I couldn't remember what I thought about this or not. So I said, let me just try it in the video, you know. So we're just gonna apply that all over the eyelid to set that. And it does have like a little mirror, if you guys can see. That is so cute because a lot of people like this powder. But as you know, I really do like my JOUER one. I was going to say Dulce de Leche. Dulce de Leche is the concealer that I use from JOUER. So we just set all of that. Ooh. Let me see if I got everything because I'm just doing this without glasses. Okay, so we got that. So now let's get another brush for the crease. Where is that one? This is a concealer brush. I think I'm going to go in with this one, the E38, because we're going to start with a transitional shade. So she has 2 shades in here. Like she has this one that's called, wait, I want to make sure I'm pointing the right one. This one is called Teddy. And I used this one before. It's pretty, it's too dark, I think, for this one. And then this unfiltered. So I'm gonna try the unfiltered one because I don't honestly remember what that looks like in the crease. I like to use a transition color when I'm gonna do a black. I don't like to go straight in with the black on the eye because I feel like it's just, for me, since I'm not comfortable with it, I just go in like that. And I'm talking too much and I'm sorry about that. I think the coffee's really kicked in. So we're just gonna go in with that shade Teddy. And we don't want the shade to be very prominent. It's just to help blend in that black because the picture, it's a very smoky eye. So it's like black. I think it's kind of like a halo eye, in my opinion, where it's just black all over the lid. You know, it's sandwiched in, so here and here, and then you have the blue shade on, right on the dead smack on the center. Or maybe, you know, it's just the person probably did all black and this side, put that on top. I guess you could do it both ways. I have no idea how I'm going to apply that today, so we're gonna find out. But I have nowhere to go, and I'm gonna do this eye look. I was mostly inspired to do a smoky eye because I know a lot of you out there are very intimidated to do a smoky eye. So we're just gonna go right into the black. So the black is called Smokin. It's right here. And then we're gonna put this shade on the lid. It's called Scorpio. So this is the shade right here, the black right here. And this was the shade that I went in. Where is it? Let me should point to the right one. I think it's, hold on, right here. This one. It looks a lot darker on screen, but it's definitely a lot lighter. That's the one we just did, which is called Teddy. So let's go in with the Smokin shade. The same brush, the E38. Okay, so I got a little bit closer, made myself closer. So got a little bit of that shade Smokin. Let me dip a little bit more. And we're just going to start right in the outer corner of the eye. And I'm gonna trust the phone. Viewfinder, the screen. And I'm just packing it, like I'm literally tapping my eye. And you could bring that out as far in, depending on the shape of your eye. Like I personally like to just keep it right on the lid, and then you can kind of gauge how you're liking it or not. Like if you feel like you need more or not. And then in the picture, they have it on the inner eye, which I'm gonna use a different brush because I wanna really be precise. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more of that black. Always start gradual when using darker colors. And it doesn't have to be perfect because you're gonna put that blue right on top. See, right there. And to me, that's looking more like, it's not a jet black. It's kind of like a charcoal black, if you can see, but it's black enough for the look we're gonna do. We're gonna use that same brush again. Let me grab another brush for the inner part of my eye. I'm just trying to find it to apply it. Which one should I use? Should I use this one? I have these detail brushes. Yeah, this one's called Inner Corner from Sigma, and this is the E46. It's really small. And we're gonna go back into that same shade Smokin, the black color. And I'm really I put a lot on my brush, if you can see right there. So I'm gonna have my mirror down here and really, excuse me, try to apply that where you guys can still see what I'm doing. So I kind of have to look down. I'm gonna look down and angle, make sure I got the right side. Make sure you guys can see what I'm doing too. So you're just gonna like pat it on. You get less fallout if you just tap it onto your eye. Kind of like you see, you spread it. And I get a little bit more. And even though this black is not a jet black, it's very pigmented still. And what I like about using this particular brush is that you can literally see how I'm creating the shape that I want. And I'm gonna bring it across to connect and leave a blank space right there. So you decide how much lid space you want to expose depending on the size of your eyes. I have big eyes, which I used to be made fun of in school. Oh, you got big eyes, Eva. And I used to like, yeah, I do. I am very grateful that I never allowed when people would try to like bully me to intimidate me. I'm gonna use the same brush just to fix a little bit over here. And what I tried to do, I don't know if you guys noticed that, is like kind of like didn't do it as intense in the middle on the side, so kind of like fades in. So now I'm gonna use a brush that looks similar to this one to apply that blue color. Because I know that a lot of people, they get bullied, you know, from any age. So this is the E56, the lid shader brush from Sigma. Another detail brush. I move my brushes because I was laying them on top of the palette, but I need to show you the blue color again. And this is it right here, Scorpio, right here. It's a really nice blue color. And I do like blue eyeshadows. I just don't really wear them because, I don't know, I'm just never really, I guess I just don't gravitate to them, you know what I mean? So you're gonna go in with that shade Scorpio, and you're just gonna literally, let me get my comb, I said my comb, my mirror, and I'm gonna just get as close as I can so you guys can see what I'm doing, and you're just gonna pat it on. And I know there's some people, what they do, and they put on these shadows, they wet them. I am not a fan of wetting my brush to apply an eyeshadow. I much rather use like a, you know, the NYX glitter adhesive than wetting a shadow, because I feel that wetting your eyeshadows with time, they will eventually change, you know, the formulation of the shadow. And I feel like I might have got a little bit of fallout on my face. Can you see that right there? But that's okay, I could brush that off. So there's that shade right there. It's really, really pretty. And it's very pigmented. See, I didn't even use my Sigma, and you can literally see all of the glitter. Wow, that's really nice. I like that a lot. The only thing is that for this look, because of the way it looks in the, I said looks right, the way it looks in the picture, I feel like the black needs to be a little bit more pigmented, but I'm going to clean off this because it's really, really a lot of fallout. Like it went all the way down here. So I am actually going to, I was forgetting, I got to smudge my lower eye. This I'm going to do off camera, so don't worry about that eye. We're going to smudge out the bottom of the eye. I'm going to use a smudger brush from Sigma, the E21, and we're going to go back into that black shadow called Smokin right here. So, oh yeah, to finish my thought, I think the reason why I wasn't like, you know, okay, everyone, so continue on. We're going to now smoke out the black under the eye with the Smudge E21 brush with that shade called Smokin, this black right here. So if you hear anything in the background, it's just my son. He got home from school today. It is Friday, so he gets home a little earlier. So let's get us smoking under the eye with the shade Smokin. Just trying to do this where you guys can see what I'm doing. Another tip for you, if you want, when you're doing like a smoky eye and you're not sure if it's going to have fallout, just put like powder under your eye and then you can dust it off. And I feel now that we put on the blue, the black has kind of disappeared. Oof. Which is okay. Definitely need black eyeliner, and I'm thinking now I did not bring black eyeliner. I'll have to grab that in a minute. So I'm gonna use that same detail, and I did not mean to do that brush, and I'm just going to use it to build up the shade again here in the corner, because I really did not put a lot in my outer corner, and we're just gonna build up that color again a little more. And that is a really easy thing to do. Like, let's say you want to create a cat eye shape, just go in. It doesn't have to be perfect. You could clean it up with your concealer. And we're just gonna, I'm just gonna fill in where I feel like I didn't get it with the blending brush. So I'm going a little bit more in my crease. I just don't want it to look, you know, and I'll buff it out in a minute. So you see? And so we got one eye done. I just forgot the black eyeliner, so I will put that on afterwards. I'll grab it in a minute when I'm doing this other eye. So at this point now you're done. You can clean the fallout, so then you can do your face. I wanted to show you that I tried to use powder and I couldn't get it all off. So I'm going to go in with my micellar water. I'm using this one from SEPHORA, the triple action cleansing water, and it comes with this nice little pump. So we're going to use that with the SHISIEDO cotton squares, and I'm going to just use that to clean under my eyes, because I did try to I squirted a little too hard on that. I try to use powder and it just you can still see I have some glitter on my face. So let's try to get that off. So keep that in mind when you're using this palette. Just put some powder under your eye, like a lot, like if you're gonna bake, when you're gonna use this blue shadow in Scorpio, not Scorpion, so you can just dust it off and not have to really wipe your face again after putting on that shadow. But I'm just gonna go all the way out if I can just clean it up a little bit. So I look at how the eyes are looking. And that's the mascara that I told you, the LECHE from YSL. I don't think they sell that one anymore. I didn't see it on the Sephora site. I would have to check the YSL site. Like I mentioned previously in another video, I did buy this a long time ago. I'll clean it up better with my concealer, but I just wanted to get rid of all the, you know, shimmery bits. Okay, let me close this. And now we are going to do foundation. Same foundation I always use. I just figured, you know, familiar. The only thing that's different that I haven't used on camera, a full size, is the Clinique Super Primer Universal Face Primer. I've used this before, a sample, but never like, you know, full size here. I wanted to try it today because I have been using the Fenty one, which I absolutely love the Fenty one. It's very hydrating, but I've noticed that when I've been using it, my face feels a little itchy, and I don't know if it's the primer or if it's just because I've been trying a lot of different things. So we're just gonna use this one today, where I know that I've never had a reaction before. So, and then I'm gonna just use, you know, my usual Pat McGrath foundation. So to see if what's going on there, because I don't know what it is, and the only new thing that I could think of that I've been using consistently is the Fenty one. So I just want to make sure that I'm not allergic to it, but that's the universal primer. I really like this. It's great if you have dry skin, normal skin, combination skin. I think it's a really good primer. I don't think a lot of people talk about it. So now we got the Pat McGrath. I have the shade M15, which is way too dark for me. This is like my tan shade. So I'm gonna say this is more like, if you're an NC42, this is your shade. If you are like me, I'm an NC40, usually a MAC. I would say a 14, the medium 14 would be better for me. So one shade down. So what I'll do is I'll just mix this with the Fenty, the blurring one that I've been using, the Ease Drop, the number 11. Let's see if it focus. I don't know if it's focused. There it is. So I just mix this one too, and I just mix them on the back of my hand. And I just saw that on the back of my hand, I have a swatch of eyeliner. Let me just wipe that off. Because I was testing eyeliners. I can't find my Urban Decay one. I'm believing that I might have, what's the word? I might have tossed it, thinking that it was probably expired. Even though it was working just fine, I know that a lot of people keep their makeup until it's done or whatever, but if it's starting to look a little what's the word, like what's the word I'm looking for, say for instance I bought an eyeliner, I'm gonna just mix this on the back of my hand, like, and it's been 2 years, and it says it's, let's say an example, it's only good for a year, and I noticed that the eyeliner, I'm like, okay, it's starting to like come off of the, you know how it pulls out like those ColourPop ones, then I'm like, it's time to, you know, toss it. So I think I just got rid of it because I had the one size one. I have the one size one, I should say. And that one is newer. So I figured let me just use that one instead to avoid any kind of thing. So that's the one I actually put on. I don't know if I said that. I don't think I did. I put on the one size Bodacious Black. I just want to make sure I get all this stuff off my finger. And I still can't find the plate, the mixing plate that I have. So where is the foundation brush we're using today? I'm going to use my Real Techniques one, and we're just going to start buffing it out. And I just use whichever one I grab first. I don't have a preference. I really like this brush. So I'm going to take a little bit more. I really love how it buffs out everything, and it's very inexpensive. So you see, even mixing it, see how yellow it looks on me? So I don't know, I might have to buy another foundation and just mix it with it, which I don't really want to do. I want to use up what I have, and that's why I have been mixing it with the blurring one, because I do like that one a lot. That one looks very natural. I still have plenty on my hand, so let me just get that before I just dropped that, sorry. And this might be too much foundation, honestly, but yeah, you see the yellow undertone on it? That is definitely an NC42, even with the blurring one. Let me just wipe this off my hand. I am always nervous that I'm going to get foundation makeup everywhere, because I will do that. Let me just wipe that off. Let me close these up too. Let me clean this. This is very dirty. And I will continue. Okay, so let's buff this out, even though I already know this is way too much foundation on my face. But hey, at least I can't say I didn't have enough to cover my face, right? Let me move this band back a little bit. And this is a vegan brush, I believe, right? Real Techniques, they have wonderful brushes and sponges. Yeah, it's definitely. See how this side looks more? This side is definitely fuller coverage. But it will tone down once I like do everything. I'm just trying to get as much off my face as possible because I don't want it to look cake face. And then I'll do the concealer. And let me know in the comment section when you guys want these tutorials. Do you want me to like make them, you know, like just say, for instance, you want me to just use the eyeshadow palette, focus on just showing you the eyeshadows, and then do everything else off camera and come back? Like, you know, really let me know in the comments, because I like, me personally, I like when they show everything in the makeup tutorial. I like when they show that they put their foundation, the primer. Like, I like all the steps because I enjoy watching that. But if you are someone, let's say you don't want to see all that, let me know, and you know, I can accommodate you. I don't mind. I don't mind anyone saying, you know, constructive criticism. Okay, so the NW30 from MAC, the Studio Finish. I think, because I was looking on their site because I wanted to get another one to put in the other empty spot. I don't think they're doing the refills anymore online. I think they might just probably doing them in store. If anyone knows, let me know, because I searched and I couldn't find on the website if they had the refills. They had them in the original you know, the compact, but not the refills. So we're gonna go in with that in the inner corner, because I like to buy the refills to put inside you know, this compact, because for me this one is easier to open, even though you see me struggling, than the other one. And I just want to know, I'm going to bring that down here to cover up these spots right here, if I need, you know, for future reference when I have to get another one, if I'm going to be able to find it or not. Yeah, definitely need to get another foundation. This one is way too yellow, which I will eventually, I guess. So see, that helped right there. And then we're going to go on, you guys already know, with the JOUER, however you say it, Dulce de Leche. I look so weird because I haven't done my eyebrows yet, which I need to do them. Have you ever, I want to know in the comments, let me know, what is one step that you forget to do from your makeup routine when you are like rushing? I'm curious to know. Me, it's been my eyebrows or mascara. I remember one time I created an entire look, right? And I didn't put on mascara. I took pictures and everything. This was like a long time ago though. This was how many years ago? This was more than 4 years ago, I'm gonna say. I don't know exactly how long ago. But when I took the pictures, I was like, oh my god, I did not put mascara. So let me know, I'm curious. That's why when you're gonna do a smoky eye, I always leave the concealer, in my opinion, and the foundation last, because you can go in and, you know, clean up any imperfections. Like, I'm just really cleaning up the outer edges. So you see how that looks? I just absolutely love this foundation. It's amazing. And I'm putting it over here, and I noticed that my nose doesn't really have any underneath of it, so I'm just gonna get there. For some reason, when I do my foundation, I never seem to put enough here under the tip of my nose. So going back in. Okay, now let's get another Real Techniques brush. I told you I love these brushes. This is a setting brush. I'm not going to use this one because this is the one that has the glitter on it, and I don't want to put the glitter back. And we're going to go in with the, let me see, I have the Charlotte Tilbury powder, and I got another powder here. I want to try again the Laura Mercier I keep saying it like that. Mercier, is that how you say it, right? The translucent honey. I got a little mini one. So now we're going to set the concealer. Just gonna pat it one more time. I stop for a minute. Put this here, and we're gonna go first with this translucent powder from Laura Mercier in honey, and with a Real Techniques brush. We want that yellow. I'm honestly not a fan of translucent powders like this. I prefer a more pressed powder because for me it's less messy. But that, not to say that I wouldn't use, because I'm using one right now, but just preference. I prefer powder that's pressed because it's less messy. So yeah, because it gets everywhere. I'm gonna put a little bit more, and this is very finely milled from what I can see. And if you didn't notice, the dark circles are dark today, but that's okay. That's what makeup is for. And then we're gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury, the little mini one as well. And this is a great way, you guys, to try products. Always use those codes that Sephora or Ulta provides. If you can get a mini, why not? And then if you like the full size, if you find yourself using it a lot, then get the full size. Especially if it's an expensive item. Like, I love that companies are doing more now where you can have a mini product of the same, so that you can really, you know, feel it out, see what you think. And I gotta do my eyebrows because I'm going to forget if I don't do them next. Okay, so I think I said everything. Yeah. We'll see how that works, because I think I used these one time before, but I have not used them since. And I'm wondering, you know what? I'm gonna set my face, I think. No, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's do the eyebrows. So we're gonna go in with the Give Hella On Point in number 6. And I really like this eyeliner. I keep saying eyeliner. Oh my god, I think I'm almost out. This eyebrow pencil. I have really been enjoying how my eyebrows look after I use this, and with the Patrick Ta lamination gel. So if you have not picked these two items up, I highly recommend them. And Patrick Ta actually came up with a mini of his eyebrow gel if you want to try it out for $15. I think it'd be great to have like in your bag, like, you know, travel bag if you travel, or your makeup bag if you're someone who likes to touch up your makeup throughout the day. So I want to make sure I'm in frame, and we're just gonna go here like always, do the peak on this end of my eyebrow. You already know this eyebrow doesn't need as much filling in as the other one. So you see that? That's all I really feel like it needs. This one, you see, like, I feel like this one is like almost transparent in my opinion. Like, it's very faint. So this one needs a lot of work on my left side. And we just go in here. And I've been bringing them down a little bit longer. I saw that in someone's video. I can't remember whose video I saw it in, a makeup artist. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try that. And I actually have been liking that. Because technically my eye stops here. And hair does grow down to here. But because of all the years of tweezing and waxing, it doesn't continue on. And I feel like it looks not too bad. What do you guys think? I just fill it in. And I want you guys to think of, when you're doing makeup, how many of you remember when you used to color? How many of you actually enjoy coloring or painting? It's the same concept, but your face is the canvas. So you can't go wrong. As long as you just take your time, don't go by what other people do, what other people say. You know your face better than anyone. Do you guys remember, I just thought of something, in the Kardashians? I haven't watched the show in a long time, but I had a memory flash of one of the episodes when Kris Jenner was on this thing of where she was doing like a black smoky eye like every day, and her daughters were like, said something to her, and she was basically paraphrasing. She was like, just leave me alone, I'm in a phase right now. And I don't know why I just thought about that. And that's another thing, because I didn't finish saying what I was saying about bullying. If someone, you know, because I don't know how old the person, who you are, you're the one's watching right now, but if someone is saying something to you, just remember this. They're reflecting onto you how they feel about themselves. Because a lot of times when people bully other people, it's because they are jealous of you, because they see something in you that they wish they had for themselves. And a lot of times you're just like, well, I don't really have anything. Because I remember someone who used to say to me all the time, I don't know why some people are so jealous of me. I have nothing. And I told the person, I said, you think you don't have anything, but you actually do. And then I told the person like all the, you know, all the qualities, attributes, whatever you want to call them, they had. And I was like, those are some good things to have. And I'm sure that other person who's doing that to you doesn't have that. So they're just basically jealous. Like people would say, they're just haters. And you need to just ignore them. I mean, I know it's hard to, because words do hurt more than anything. That we're going in with the Patrick Taw. But you just need to have someone. That's why it's important to have someone that you can talk to, and like a sounding board, and someone who's like unbiased, so that they can, you know, help you through that. But I am grateful that even though people did try to bully me when I was younger, I never let them get to me, because I'm like, I've honestly never cared what other people have thought about me. And I think that's what's helped me. And I think I learned that from my mom, because my mom, I mean, later on in life, I learned that, you know, maybe that might not have been the case, but I just saw how she was. Like, she didn't let anything get to her, and she just pushed forward. And I think that's what helped me, so that when, excuse me, my throat's doing something weird. When I was younger, that I didn't allow people to like dump onto me their negativity. And I hope I got the right one, onto me, you know what I mean? Pigmented that is, I don't want to put all that on my cheeks. Even though in the picture, it's a very bronzed cheek. I don't think the makeup artist who did her makeup, I don't know if it was her, I don't know if it was the model who actually did her own makeup or someone else did it for her, but it was a very bronzed cheek. So I'm going to put a lot of bronzer on, and then I'm going to put on a blush on top of it that I have from MAC. Unfortunately, it's discontinued, so I do apologize for that. But one that I felt that was very similar to it was the NYX Sand. Do you remember that blush? I used to use that all the time. If you've been with me from the beginning, you know that I was using that nonstop. I had to stop using it because I wasn't using anything else. Because when we find something we like, we just keep using it. And I'm just, you know, going under the chin. And I've learned that the reason why I get this, it has nothing to do with my age, because I've been getting this, it's because of the steroids. So when I don't get enough sleep, I swell, which is interesting, because I drink tons of water. If you know me, you're like, wow, Eva, you drink a lot of water. I drink on the minimum, at least, I try to, on a daily drink, at least 60 ounces of water minimum. I'm not going to say I always do that, because sometimes I don't. Okay, because like, for instance, let's do the forehead. If I have to go out anywhere, because since I was little, I've had this issue where I pretty much have to go to the bathroom every 15-20 minutes. And that's a problem I've had before. And being on the steroids has not helped it. My mother used to tell me that she knew where every bathroom was. Oh God, I have to do my forehead now because I went a little crazy. She knew when we went out where every public bathroom was that she could stop at, because she would tell me, Eva, usa el baño antes de nosotros salir. Basically, she would say, Eva, use the bathroom before we go out, which I always did. But somehow, some way, my mother always had to stop at a bathroom and take me because I had to go. So it's this one right here. It's called Sweet as Cocoa. Right there. So I'm going to apply that very lightly on the cheeks to kind of give me that bronziness that I'm looking for. I'm just trying to find a brush to use. Should I use this one? I'm going to use this e.l.f. putty brush because I just want to kind of stipple it on. I don't want to put a lot on, you know? So just to warm up my cheeks a little bit. It's a very pigmented blush, as you can see, even after all these years. So when that happens, that I have to go out, I literally deprive myself of liquid until I'm home. So this way, if I have to go to the bathroom every 20 minutes, I don't have to worry about, oh my God, I got to run to the bathroom because I can't hold it in like before. And that I know has to do with aging, which is hard to tell, honestly, because I see it this way. And you guys tell me your experiences. And if this is TMI, just let me know. I mean, we talk about everything else here, right? When you drink a lot of water, do you pee a lot? Yes or no? Because logically in my brain, I see it as if you drink a lot of water, you're going to pee a lot, right? So for me, it's the opposite. When I stay hydrated, where I have my 60 to 64 ounces of water a day, I go to the bathroom, but I don't get that urgency that I'm like, oh my God, I'm not going to make it to the bathroom. But the minute I don't drink enough water and I start drinking water, it's like my body immediately assisting, like, oh my God, we got to run to the bathroom. We got to run to the bathroom. And I have to run to the bathroom, basically. Not that I can run, but I have to get there quick, or I feel like I'm just not going to make it in time. Even though, thank God, I do make it, but I feel like I'm not, right? So for me, I feel like it should be the opposite, right? It should be the opposite. It should be that if I'm not drinking water, I should not have the urgency like that to go to the bathroom. And if I drink a lot of water, I feel like then I should really have that urgency, right? Or am I wrong? I mean, let me know if you feel comfortable to tell me that, if you have that same experience, because I just find that it's backwards. I feel like, shouldn't it be the other way around, right? Okay. So then I have two highlights here that I thought, okay, I could try. Because originally I was just going to go on with this one, Glow All Over It. So I think I'm going to put a little bit of this because I feel like it's not as bronze as it's supposed to be. So I'm really using a lot of MAC here. I do apologize if you guys don't like MAC, but I love MAC. I have a lot of MAC. So I'm going to just use that same putty brush from e.l.f. and just put a little bit, like glaze it over. Because I want it to look bronze, And like I said, if you hear anything, that's just my son because he is home. And then we're going to put highlighter on. And I did not put fake lashes, even though in the picture the young lady does have fake lashes on, because one, I don't really wear false eyelashes, and two, I feel like wearing false eyelashes would not let you see the eyeshadow. You know what I mean? It'll take away from it, in my opinion. But in all fairness, when she took the picture, she is looking down. So I believe that's why the lashes are on, just to, really emphasize the eyes. So that's just my opinion, what I think, why she did that. So let's get another brush, another setting brush. And I'm going to go into the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Glow. I feel like this is a softer, more on the tone of the highlighter that she used. Because I feel like the highlight she used was very like a white gold. And I tried all the ones that I have, and I feel like they look very golden, like more like on the yellow gold, not necessarily like a white. Like I feel like this is, even though this is going to be very soft, this one, but you can always build it up, And I like to put it right here. You guys already know. Now, here's the thing about highlighter. Apply it where the sun would hit your face and it would shine, basically. So wherever you want the angles, if you feel like it looks better in the middle of your forehead, you do that. Sides of your face, like it's all up to you. Just do what feels right to you. Like if you want to put it here, you can. Like there's no wrong. There's no wrong. Even though everybody's like, oh, you shouldn't do this, shouldn't that. No, do what you want to do because it's your face. You're the one wearing the makeup. Because here's the thing. You can follow all the trends you like, but if you don't like how the makeup looks on you, are you going to really wear it? Because let me tell you something. One time, well, I'm not just say one time. I don't know what it is. My face is itching. Maybe it's that. I don't know. Anyways, one time I went to Sephora, right? One of them many times. I asked someone to do my makeup. Tell me why. When I looked at it, I was like, what? What the heck did they do to my face? Like, it didn't look good. Like, when I got home, my brother, who's very honest, I miss him so much, he said to me, Eva, what did they do to your face? Like, what happened? What's this blush? The blush was too dark. It wasn't even blended out. So picture this. She put a dark coral blush on me. Red lipstick. Didn't match. Wasn't even blended out. Then the eyeshadow, she did like a very dark eye on me. And nothing was cohesive. And I was just like, okay. And then another time they did my makeup, I took a picture. I wanted them to recreate this look of Kim Kardashian that I absolutely love. It's a very old picture by now. Makeup by Mario did it for her. And it's one of my favorite looks that he's done on her. One of many. And I was like, oh, this should be easy enough, right? No. So what I did was to get that look the way I wanted it to. I'm just wiping my mouth with my finger because I have a lip balm on. I had my friend who used to work there do it for me, and she hit it out the park. The 2 times she did my makeup, I absolutely loved it. So my point of saying that is that as you don't like how the makeup looks, you're just going to be like, oh, I can't wear this kind of look. Because if I didn't learn how to do this, I would never, like the way my makeup looks now, I absolutely love how it looks. Like if I was a person who was actually going out, I'd go out because I think my makeup looks nice. But if I had not sat and played around makeup and, you know, let me try this out, you know, I'm not going anywhere just for fun, I would have never been able to create this look is what I'm trying to say. So have confidence in the things you do. And if it doesn't come right, just try again. So in the picture, back to the makeup look, she has like a peachy lip on, but her lip is very like nude peach. I'm not going to do that much of a pale colored nude, pale peach on my lip is what I'm trying to say. So we're going to go in with the ColourPop So Happy. And unfortunately, I don't think they sell this one anymore either. So I am apologizing. If I find any dupes, they will be in the Pinterest board. Hopefully, I will put that in because I have been slacking on filling in my description box. And I do apologize. I'm going to try to fill those in. It's just that I have been without a computer and it makes it harder to go on and fill all those things out, especially where I've been filming so consistently, because I felt that you guys would prefer to have a video up and the description box can be filled in later. So let me know if I'm incorrect or not. But let's line our lips. See how this one is going in? But this is not an old liner. I know it's the ColourPop ones, you know, they dry out. And it doesn't help that I lost a cat. I still haven't found it yet. So I'm just filling my lips. I just gotta sharpen it. And most likely I am just going to slick my hair back because her hair is slicked back in the picture. I think I got it all. Okay, so see, nice peach nude color. Like I said, if I find a dupe, I will list it. I have here another ColourPop. This one, Fab, but I feel like this is a little too dark. Like of a peach. So this is more like a muted peach. So I'm just going to go in with that lip oil that I used before, which these are nice. These are really nice for like putting over lip liner. I do have the clear one, and that one is nice over lip liner, but wearing it alone, I felt like you have to reapply it a lot, 1. And 2, I felt like it wasn't as moisturizing. I feel like these work better with the lip liner on, not by themselves. So this one is called First Date. Now, and thinking now, I probably should have done my hair first before I put this on. Okay, everyone, so this is the finished look. My hair will be done in the beginning of the video. So here it is. I absolutely love how it came out. These eyeshadows are really, really nice. You guys need to get this palette. This is such a good palette. These shadows are amazing. A lot of versatility in here, and it's a very affordable palette. It's under $40. I don't remember exactly how much it is, but if I remember to put a note, I put it here. Check the description box to have all the information you need. I hope that I do fill it out in time for you guys when you get this video. But thank you so much for sitting over here today. Let me know if you have any requests, or just let me know how you're doing in general. I love talking with you guys. So I will see you in my next video. Until then, take it easy and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.